Dear participants, dear teams, dear mentors, dear viewers from all around, please let me welcome you to the third day of the Common Ground Camp 2021. Yes, indeed, the grand final Common Ground Camp is here, and so we're very excited for this final day to happen. Finally, we're going to see all the pitches and everything. We're going to go to that in just a minute. As you know by now, probably Common Ground Camp is organized within Hub IT project, where we seek to activate constructive interactions between ICT developers, SSH researchers, and other stakeholders that will lead to a responsible approach to research and innovation, cracking the Sustainable Development Goals challenges. This event is brought to you by Petal Consulting, one of the project partners of Hub IT project. We are streaming live from Optio Studio in Bratislava, and my name is Miroslav Polacek, and I will be your host. For all the newcomers who join us for the first time today, let's do a quick recap of the objectives of the Common Ground Camp, which are to facilitate the collaboration between information and communication technologies and social sciences and humanities, and to generate innovative solutions related to sustainable development goals that could potentially help to beat the COVID-19 pandemic effects. Now, for 2 days, our participants have been working in 11 teams with support of our mentors to propose and advance their solutions and prepare for today, to prepare for the final pitches to win attractive prizes. Some of them went through quite a journey, I believe, starting with putting together a team, then identify a challenge and together propose a solution. Some of them had a solution ready. Then perfect it with the help of our mentors to finally learn how to present it and pitch it today in just a few minutes from now on. Now let's do a quick recap of how we are going to function. Common Ground Camp is partly streamed on YouTube, as you probably know by now if you're watching us for the past 2 days. Participants work in teams through Zoom and also consulted with mentors through Zoom, not really now. These are private sessions through Zooms. Participants check your emails. This is still valid. For the instruction can be, for technical reasons, often communicated only through emails. Teams speak with the studio via their captains who will be pitching in a few minutes. At all times, mics are off, cameras are on, you know the rules for online, provided that you're not presenting at the moment. All questions are to be submitted through Slido, although today questions are reserved for organization purposes. So if you have some questions, please ask them now, and I will respond to them later on. Also, as we're running online, please feel free to take a short break whenever wanted, provided that you're not pitching. Please don't pitch from your toilet, if it's not on purpose. Participants, don't fear the observers. You know them by now, our independent experts who will be here to collect the data, collect your feedback, and help you also with the technical support for the event. And we value your feedback, and we will collect it at the end of this event. There will be provided a QR code on a screen that I will display later on, and that will guide you to the SurveyMonkey where you can leave your feedback. Okay, here's the agenda for today. Quite simple. In the few minutes, we will kick off the grand finale and start with the pitches. It is very important that all teams, captains, and jury are now connected. I see our mentors are all here. That's great. I hope our captains are here as well. So the pitches will kick off in just a minute. Once we are done with the pitches, we are going to proceed with the evaluation. During the evaluation session, we will also take the opportunity to talk to our captains again and ask them for the feedback on the Common Ground Camp. Now, this will be very short. We will do another pitch, let's say an evaluation pitch of 1 minute for each team. All right, but more on that later on. We will then close the event with the award ceremony, and I have a great surprise. It will be administrated. The awards will be given by Mr. Robert Mishkov, the CEO of the Petal Consulting, the mastermind of this event. Now, before jumping straight to the pitches, let's see again who will be our judges. Our participants know them by now, because those are also our mentors. Ms. Romina Grosse and Ms. Silke Steinberg, both from FIAP EV, Institute for Innovative and Preventive Job Design, both from Germany, that will be mentoring and judging in tandem. Ms. Denka Havrilkova from Aviteum, Czech Republic, Mr. Michal Matuš from Slovakia, founder of Parkio and Save the Bees project, and Ms. Delia Stefanel from European Social Impact Institute. The evaluation criteria that our mentors, judges will follow to judge the proposed solutions are the following: level of innovation, design and execution, impact, synergy between social sciences, humanities, and information and communication technologies, relevance to the social development goals, deployment in real life, aka technical and business viability, complexity of architecture, and quality of presentation. Now the important thing, the rules of the pitch. So remember, captains presenting the pitch must be connected by now. I said it before, I stress it once again, this is very important in order to rule smoothly. Mics are off, cameras are on, and you must have your presentations ready. However, don't share or unmute yourself until it's your turn to pitch, all right? Don't share the screen, don't push the green button on the bottom of Slido until it's your turn to pitch. This is very important. You will have a short time before the start of the pitch when we will check if everything is ready, and when you are all set, we will start the counter and it's your time to shine. Pitch is 3 minutes. Question and answer session is 2 minutes sharp. When the time is up, you can finish the sentence and it's done. And that's all from my side, so good luck with the pitches. Now, before we start, here is the order of the presentations that you participants have already received, but there have been some 2 minor changes. But apart from that, I think it's all clear. We will start with Alexander from the team number 1, then Vlad from Blitzthink, then Patrick, then Shu from Forest I+, Jakub from Nitra Guys, Slavo from SKs, Ulrike with Skin AI, Martina from Telmes, Katarina from Turtle, Francie from UWE, and finally, last but not least, Philip from Enable Work. So this is the order. I hope everything is clear by now, and if there are no more questions, we will start with the pitches. Have we received some questions from Slido? Are there any questions? No? Everything is clear. I heard a signal from the studio, so I think we can just jump straight on. Let's first see whether we have all our participants ready. Because I see that we have the mentors. All right, I see you guys. I'll try to count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 11, 10. No, I'm just joking. All right. We have 11 participants. We have 9 of you, but I hope that everybody else will join us in a minute. Okay, Alexander, all set? You unmuted yourself, great.
Yes.
So come to us just a second. I think by now you can also share your presentation.
Do you see the presentation?
Not for now. Do we see the presentation in the studio? Just a second. How are you doing? All good? Slept well?
Yes.
Okay.
Slept enough. Yes.
I see you kept the name for the team 1.
Yes, yes. So
I like it.
I should go ahead then.
Just a second. Remember, we will give you a signal each time before you start.
Great.
In order to not cut you from your 3 precious minutes.
Sure.
All right, are we set in the studio as well? Yes. Yeah, we can go. Your counter starts now.
Hi everyone, I'm Team 1 leader and I'd like you to meet our project. Its name is Gamma. Our world is more and more fractured, and each and every day we have to face more problems. No one can solve them alone, but what are those problems and where do they come from? Well, long story short, the fact is we ignorantly continue to destroy the only planet we have, often without ever knowing what we're losing in doing so. If all of us knew what we were losing, would we still let it go so easily? Wouldn't you much rather want to enjoy it? The solution? It's Gamma. Gamma is a social platform combined with a lifestyle application. Anyone can use it, but it's mainly targeted toward people who want to have a positive impact on their communities and on nature. Gamma's core features include for your traveling. It can notify you about obscure and new places you might want to check out, act as your guide and your assistant, and allow you to engage with the locals. And also, while you are not traveling at home, it can help you plan your activities, chat with friends, and let you see new opportunities nearby. Unlike other traveling apps, Gamma is always by your side, helping you experience not just places, but all kinds of things in a more sustainable way. And unlike other social networks, our app only stores the data locally, so your privacy with us is safe. Because our real customers, unlike our users, are those who subscribe to Gamma Business. This subscription is aimed towards regional and local entities. The revenue will mostly come from their subscriptions and their impact towards making the planet a better place. So who are we? Well, Team One, I think, is the perfect trifecta. We have different skills, different interests, but we combine really nice. Did we meet by chance? I think it was destiny. So let's meet our members. The connector, Yulia. She's a biology student and a social magnet. The salesman, Dushan, key accounting professional and in sales and marketing. And the maven, me, computer science student, graphic designer, and full of knowledge. That was Gamma. Live, connect, explore. So the pitch is up.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Alexander. So you really stuck to the yesterday's advice of Nini. And maybe what we mentioned, if you remember in the Q&A session with her, that it's better to stop earlier than later. But this was, wow, it was really like an express pitch. You left 30 seconds for good. That's all good for you. So yeah, we will start a Q&A session just right now. Who has the question from our mentors for Alexander and Team One? Yeah, we can start a counter. And so any volunteers? No questions for Alexander? Mishko, yeah? Michal is speaking. Yeah, we can hear you.
I can hear Michael.
How it will, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Hello, do you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so how it will look, how it will work, this application? How will you gain the users?
The application will mostly function by word of mouth and the viral method of spreading something new. The application itself is simple. Its main objective is to make you explore the world and not the application, and especially not doom scrolling your life away on a stupid social network. It's only there to improve you and your experiences. Did I answer the question?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, that was Michal's question. Anybody else who would like to ask? Please, mentors, you can just wave me. I can see you. Who else wants to speak? Yes.
So what is the motivation? Why would the people use the application?
Our main target group is people who want to have a least harmful impact on the ecosystem. Why would they want to use the application? Because unlike other social networks like Facebook, like you name it, it provides a better coverage of your privacy. It doesn't steal your data. It doesn't have ads because our main income is from our business subscribers, and people using the app will greatly benefit from interaction with small and greater realities that help the planet.
Okay. We have the time up for the question, but we stole you some time with the technical problems that we had in here. And I saw that Silke had one question. So maybe one last question for Alexander.
What is a special ecological asset of your app or of your platform?
The fact that the platform shouldn't impact the ambient with more CO2 emissions or any kind of that, because it's just data on your phone. You already have a phone, and the businesses and people ready to communicate and make new opportunities for our users are already there. They're just not connected well enough.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. Thank you, Alexander, for your presentation. Now we can, if we have all the team captains in here, I would suggest that we all make the applause at a distance like this to the camera. Thank you for the presentation. Good job. And we'll move on. Next on is Vlad from Blitzwing. Vlad, are you with us?
Yes, I'm with you.
We can see you're unmuted very well.
Yeah. I'm going to share my screen.
Yeah, you can do it now.
Okay. I think it's okay.
All right. We have you here, so just
let me do something really quick.
Okay.
I want to see something really fast. Oops.
Take your time for a little preparation.
Exactly what I meant.
Everything functions?
Yeah, everything functions. I just have to get a real good sync, and yeah.
Okay, you're all set?
Okay, I'm all set, yeah.
Here we go. Your 3 minutes starts now.
Hi, we're Blitzwing, and we'd love to join you up in your new journey. When was the last time you struggled while eating healthy all by yourself? Do you find it easier to follow a healthier path with someone alongside you? We bring you Diabuddies! Statistics show us that over 20% of the global population live with health issues that pose a risk to their well-being, implicitly their mental health. So, I'm sure almost all of you have had at least spoken to or heard of somebody with health diseases. We've made our research and had spoken to our friends and our families. Sure, we could tell you 1,000 stories, but we are eager to help them start with their new journeys. One, we want to prove the media wrong. We want to heal and reveal the reality. It doesn't matter where you're from, you can bring a buddy along. We aim to provide support for those with least technology as well. It's extremely simple to join our community. We would like you to meet someone like you. Our app is so easy to use, only 5 steps from the meal you'll choose. Hi, meet Diana. She will tell you what to eat so you don't have to think even for a bit. Text, scan, write recipes, ask for guidance, help local producers, even grow animals. We promise we are responsible. We don't want to hide anything because we will want to see it all. Meet up with your coach, enjoy special recipes made just for you. Tag your Diabuddy along. It just makes dinner night so much easier. Remember, you can always ask for help. You're never alone. Our competitors, maybe many, but we believe that our specialty will squeeze right in the middle of them and will just open our market. How do we up the game? We drive our clients around the idea of community and helping each other. Feeling safe in the right environment can make someone open up, and that's where evolution happens. Governments and private actors can actually deal with real numbers. We need to make them understand that having these people put on the right track is amazingly beneficial for them as well. A healthier lifestyle is always a healthier mind. This is our business model. We need to make people aware of our product. They have to take in consideration that they actually earn while purchasing something that can make them understand their preferences. We also aim to reduce the hunger by reducing the actual reach in supermarkets. We prefer to work with local gyms, specialized nutritionists, and local markets that provide organic food. So what do? Apart from the lifetime membership that we offer to our first newcomers, we want our clients to feel the drive to continue their progress. For the 3 days on track, you get a cheese snack. The bigger picture is that we want to help communities, share a healthy meal and ideas with people, work with your friends, throw the pills away, and focus on your way. We want to increase our chances, so we're not taking any. Our presence will be all over the internet and all over your street. And yes, we will be in memes too. Imagine Food Panda. Sorry?
5 seconds, your time is up. Sorry, I didn't want to disturb you.
just join the app. We'll do the bargain for you. This is just the beginning. We also want to invite the
Sorry,
big boys
I
in
must
our
cut
game.
you here.
We're blitzing.
The rules are clear. I can't let you
Okay.
speak anymore. It was
It's
finishing
fine,
the
it's
sentence.
Fine. It's fine. It's quite all of it.
All
I'm
right.
waiting
It's
for
a
the
cruel
questions.
world, but the rules are strict and all the
Yes.
same for everybody else. So when your time is up, you must stop talking and you finish your sentence and it's over.
Fine,
Maybe
it's
you
fine.
will have the, remember, I know this is kind of a, maybe it's not fair, but all of you can hear me, but remember the rules of yesterday's speech. Maybe if you can't tell anything, try to sneak in with what you want to say through the questions that you receive. So now we go on with the questions. You will have your 2 minutes, and it starts right now. And let's see who has question for Vlad and Blitzwing. Michal,
So
are you raising your hand?
Yeah.
And then Delia, all right?
Okay. But so how are you going to execute? How do you want to deliver what you promise?
We're planning to do a prototype and then test with a few users, just narrow it down to a niche and think of some ideal customers. We do the prototype for those ideal customers. If it works after the user testing, we can scale it up in the market eventually.
And so what was your progress during the event?
Our progress during the event, we managed to make a marketing document for our idea, which is a good start as a concept. That will help us start the design of our app and our functionalities. So we really managed to narrow what features we'll have.
Okay, thank you.
For what users.
Okay, Delia, your turn. You had a question?
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
My question is related to practical utilities. So how fast do you think this application can grow, or your business solution?
It all depends on the community we're around. We plan to make 50K at least in after we release it. After that, scaling it up will not be a problem. We will have the cloud that will help us process all the information for the users, so it will serve them really fast.
5
and
seconds.
it will be able to contain everything in one place.
Okay. Thank you very much. The time is up. 3 + 2. Remember the rules. Thank you. Thank you, Vlad, for your presentation again.
Thank you.
Let's do it.
Thanks a
We're
lot.
in online. We have to improvise. Yeah, that's it. That's nice to see. Remember, the network is the most important, so support your friends. Okay,
Exactly.
we move on. We go on with Patrick and the team number 3, as we have it. Patrick, you're with us?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah,
Can you
we can
hear
see you, we can hear you.
Great. So I will just share my screen.
Go on.
Okay, can you see it?
Yes, we have it here. So, are you all set? Everything functioning? Your mic, I think we have everything. Your presentation. You're all
Yeah,
set to
I
go?
think- yeah, we can go.
Okay, so your 3 minutes start right now.
Great. So let me show you our project, and it's called Spotify. At first, you may ask, what does Spotify and vegetable have in common? And you're right, it's a green color. And also there is a business opportunity. And also business opportunity in vegetable. When you see this picture, how much vegetable do you see in this picture? And it's 20 euros. If you see this picture, you may ask, how much vegetable do you see in this picture? And it's 30 euros. And okay, I'm not going to continue. This is 50 euros. And what I want to say is that what if vegetable could be subscribed just as Spotify is? We want to help Slovak farmers. Slovak farmers do have customers, but they're like cyclic. They come and they leave, and it's not very sustainable. And farmers do not know these customers. So we want to bring sustainability. Not the eco aspect of the sustainability, even the local farming is for sure sustainable, but we want to bring business sustainability to the farmers. Because farmers do not farm, they do the administration, they do the stuff, they have to survive, and they cannot focus on what they love. So we want to bring farming back to the farmers. Our idea, Spotify Vegetable, or we haven't come up with a better name yet, is based on these keywords. We want to connect local customers with local farmers. We want to help with administration. We hope to provide support for the farmers. We want to provide business model, subscription business model to the farmers. We want to help with marketing. We want our society be healthy and provide business sustainability for the farmers. This is Alfred. Alfred is 30 years old. He has slightly higher salary, so he's able, or he doesn't have to seek for the cheapest option in the town. And he subscribes to Vegetable. Be like Alfred. This may be it. Subscribe to your favorite local farmer. 30 euros for 1 kilo of fresh vegetable once a month. Choose your box through our platform. Happy farmer, happy you. Well, will this work? Probably not. Well, most of the startups are supposed to fail, but we will try. We will try to do the agile local test run, meaning we will connect our local farmers with our local friends, and we may try this subscription-based model with people we know, and then we can grow. We can treat our farmers locally. We can treat ourselves vegetably. And that's it. Thanks for your attention.
Okay. Thank you very much, Patrick. Just in time, 10 seconds before the counter. Great. If the startup, for whatever reason, wouldn't work, you can always seek the employment and diplomacy. That's very important to be on time in there. Okay, so we will proceed with the questions right now. I see Michal raising hands. I see Zdenka also. So maybe, Michal, I'm sorry, we'll start with Zdenka this time to change a bit. It's nice to see you have so many questions, but Zdenka, the floor is yours. The question starts now for 2 minutes.
Thanks a lot. My question is there any potential for B2B for this product to also be interesting or usable for businesses?
Yeah, it's like our second main target group and companies.
So how would you approach them? Or did you think about it, about your strategy, how to approach them?
We would approach them using our a first interaction for our project, meaning do it locally, do it with companies we know, and we know the people from their companies, so maybe we would try to somehow reach them and provide them with this idea. So that would be it.
Okay, yeah. The question is responded. Michal, now it's your turn.
So how will your agile test work?
Agile test? Like how test work, right?
Yeah.
So we don't want to deploy our project like everywhere in West Slovakia, for example. We want to deploy our project to the local community of people we know. We want to connect them, farmers, with local people, and evaluate the results we get. And if we see that this is prosperous and we can use this idea, we will use it.
Okay, so do you have any plan already for that?
Well, this is idea our team members will
like timeline. When will you start?
When we will start? Well, we can start after we found enough resources to start, because we need to build some initial things like the platform, do the administration, and so on. So after we got the resources, we can start.
Okay.
Okay, responding. Yeah, our time is up. I saw that Silke maybe had a question as well. I'm sorry, yes. We'll have to agree with Michal that it's only one question at a time for the other mentors can speak as well.
Okay.
No, it's okay. Provided that nobody else has questions, Michal, you can ask all day long. No problem. Okay. Now we go on with Shu from Forest I+. Shu, I can see you. You're here with us. You're unmuted. That's great. Can you hear us?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I would like to make round warm of applause for Patrick as well. So, because we haven't applauded for his presentation, I'm sorry, it's my fault.
Thank you, thank you.
And now, on to you, Shu.
Okay, I'm worrying about my internet. I hope it can work very well.
Hopefully it will. We can see that you shared your screen. Yeah, we have the presentation.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so.
Is this how you want to present it, or? Okay, there we go.
Here.
No problem. You're all set?
So, can I begin?
Ready to go? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so your presentation starts now.
Okay, hello, welcome to Forest I Plus team presentation. Our team members are Shu, Wahik, Philip, and Ahik. Our project is concerning environmental issues. Do you know how much CO2 you produce every day? You must have learned that plants and trees can absorb CO2, but do you know how many forests we lose every year? Researchers show that every day 40 million trees get destroyed. But what can we do? The overview solution is to plant more trees. What makes our concept special? Here we go. We create a CO2 offset app, combining gamification, community interaction, and user development. The general public are our users. Grow trees and educational journals are our partnerships. Donations, advertisements, fear of eco-accreditation are the revenues. To best understand our solution, let's look at our prototype. This is our app. You can simply scan or upload your receipt. Then it will show two things: how much CO2 each product produces and the eco-friendliness of your product. If you want to offset your carbon emissions, you can choose between donation and watching ads. Both ways you can get energy to grow a tree. When the tree grows up, you will get a certificate of planting a tree. Our partner will grow a real tree in the desertification areas, and the tree will be named by you. You can also share this tree on social platforms and attract your friends to plant trees together. Checking your community impacts can be realized here. Here shows how can we implement our functional prototype. We use programming algorithm to achieve it. By research, these three groups may become our target customers. We have three ways to get traction. Gamification gives you reward for daily positive efforts. Interaction with community proves that you are not fighting alone. Education increases awareness of living a low carbon lifestyle. In conclusion, we think education, gamification, and sustainability can be combined to work on the 12 and 13 SDG. Thanks for your listening. That's all.
Thank you very much, Shu. Well ahead of your time, 20 seconds still left. So we have even more time for the applause. So as soon as we have all our all our guys over here on the multi-screen view, maybe, yeah, let's go for the applause. And now we will go on with the questions. Who has the question? We start the questions now. Michal, you can ask, no problem. Okay, we have Michal and Zdenka, so Michal, this time is up to you.
So please, ladies first.
Ladies first? Okay, we have Zdenka.
Okay, thanks a lot for the great presentation. I'm just thinking about what is your strategy to market this prototype, this solution?
Market, you mean how can we get
marketing, like how to get to the users?
Yes, we think that we can first, after we finish all the platform and app, we want to first do advertisement in like Facebook, other social platforms, and let others know what we are doing. And we also want to first introduce friends and our classmates, the university. We tell them, the young children, that we are doing this, and hope they can join. And if they like, introduce to their friends. On the platform is our first way to do advertisement and do the marketing scale.
Okay, question for Michal,
Thanks a
right?
lot.
Michal, can you hear me? Can you go on?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
So what will you need to deliver to move forward?
What I need to move forward, yes. So first is set the platform, and we need a lot of database about education. We need a database to collect CO2 emission of every product. This is a very big task, but yeah, we are trying to do that, and we already have some database.
10 seconds left.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, 5. I think we have to cut it here. I don't want to steal your time, but there wouldn't be enough time for a question and for an answer. But thank you very much, Shu. Thank you for your presentations and thank you for the Q&As. And we will move on with Jakub from Nitra Guys.
Hello?
Jakub, yeah. We can hear you, we can see you.
Hello, guys.
We will pin you and you can share your presentation.
Just a sec, please.
If you have one.
Do you see me now,
we have
please?
it here. Yes, we have it here. We can see it. It's all set. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, your time starts right now.
Hello, guys. Let me introduce you our group project. We are Nitra Guys. We are 3 colleagues from Slovak University of Agriculture. And our product that we are going to present is AwareCam. It's Advanced Water Reservoir Capacity Monitor. Why it is important to monitor the capacity of water reservoir? Water reservoirs are the source of water for the irrigation. During the climate change that is forthcoming, and we can see, sense her effects now, it will be still more and more difficult to irrigate the plants and crops on a daily basis. We can see this problem in developing countries or in more arid countries currently, but the status will also prevail in cooler climates in the future. Our contribution to solution of this problem is AwareCam. It's the app or system or product, how you want to call it, that helps us, our farmers, to make good decisions in irrigation based on the real-time monitoring of water reservoir capacity. Our product is based on a few core parts. The first part is the 3D model of a reservoir bottom measured by sonar and GPS, which is later forwarded to the server. Then we have developed, and you can see our prototype of a water level sensor, which help us to estimate the current elevation of the water level. With the help of 3D model and the elevation of the water level, we are able to tell in real time, in any second and minute, how much of water is still in the water reservoir. This will help our customer or client, who is a farmer, to decide to make the good decision when to irrigate, how much to irrigate in forthcoming drought that are able from weather forecasts. Our solution is quite unique because it's based on the open source platforms, which allows us to decrease our operation costs. We have a really good experience in IT, water management, and GIS, and our system would be presented in a web browser, so that means it is platform and operation system independent. Our end customer is farmer. Farmers are spread it worldwide. You can see that every country has some kind of irrigation in production. Our business model can be delivered in various possibilities, like business to government by offering the bulk delivery, business to business, or business to client with the particular farmers. Our opportunities are multiple. We can sell the hardware, we can sell the server processing.
The time is up. I will have to cut you here.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your presentation. We will wait again until we have the multi-screen view. And I see already a question from Michal. But first, let's just wait for the multi-screen view of all participants to get the applause. I mean, that's it, and we can hear it as well. So you can unmute all your cams. I know I said that at all times mics are off and cameras on, but for the applause, you can unmute yourself. I think it's really nice. At least we have some social contact. All right, I'm stopping the chit chat and starting the Q&A session right now. And I saw the question from Michal. So time for the questions now.
So what was your progress during the event?
Our progress was kind of big because we came with no idea. We just wanted to try something new. We polished our older part of diploma thesis of one of our members. We learned a lot in marketing, how to look at the product, how to look at the opportunities in financing, in delivering our information. And I found that I'm not maybe a very good speaker.
Okay. More questions? I don't see any hands for now. If you have a question, please raise your hand. Anybody from our mentors? Yes, Zdeni, your turn.
Hello, I was just thinking because the market for this solution is quite wide, but it will require some, initial investment or also some sort of previous knowledge. For example, if you implement this solution in less developed countries, so how would you somehow solve this solution or this challenge? Because is your market like a global target, or how do you approach it?
It would be, or it could be, because the farmers are everywhere and they need to know how much of water they are remaining until the next rain event, for example. Hardware operation or construction is really cheap for us because it is a really simple solution. We have tried it, tested it, and it is really simple. We can operate it also in off-grid mode without the web-based platform, but just with a simple display. The the difficulty is with the map or 3D model of the bottom, but it is doable in every country because it is quite simple solution with the use of common equipment as a sonar and GNSS. Just need to be done and delivered in given formats. We can deal with it.
You did it just in time.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks for the questions.
Thank you for the questions. Okay, thanks for your presentation, Jakub, and we will move on with Slavo right now. I can see you're here with us. I can see you're muted for now. Please unmute yourself. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay, here you are. You can share your screen. No Facebook at all times. Remember the rule, huh? Not while you're working.
But where do you get your customers?
Okay, you got me on that. All right, you're all set?
Wait a second. 1 second. Yeah.
Okay, so time for your presentation is right now.
Perfect, thank you. So I think has been highlighted also by the COVID-19 issues currently. So it's the shortage of healthcare workers globally, demographic shift towards aging population with average technical skill set, and hospital doctors have limited time and daily capacities for patients. Obviously, this problem has been around for a while. So what's our solution and what's innovative about it? What we do differently is we build both the hardware and the software solution. So instead of having a blood pressure monitor, a blood glucose meter, thermometer, and all these sensors, we do it in one small portable device, which is not larger than your average mobile phone. But this is not just theory. We've been for it for almost 2 years. Our solution is complex and has been used in different use cases in countries, so far in over 9 countries. For example, you can see the device on the screen currently. That's one of our prototypes of the 4th generation in Austrian nursing homes, in social health services homes, patient monitoring after 1-day surgery, elderly homes, in Kenya, in private clinics, with community healthcare workers in Rwanda, and oncology clinics, and way more. This is just a couple of examples where we have used the device. So far, we are still pre-certification as a medical solution, but we already have collaborations with organizations like UNDP We comply with the Sustainable Development Goals, multiple of them actually. We work with private clinics. We've been part of accelerators of companies like Roche, GE, and others, and also we work with a lot of NGOs. So far, we are preparing this year clinical studies with Roche, also with other organizations. We recently signed an NDA with T-Systems to test our solution, and with a couple of telemonitoring platforms and distribution channels in Kenya through Ilara Health, who work with community healthcare workers. And also we are starting pilot projects with UNDP this April and with other companies, private as well as NGOs. So far, we in total invested over 330,000 euros in the solution, but every euro is important because it's very expensive to bring a medical product to the market. The founding team has experience both in medical hardware, software, and already run startups before to a successful exit. We have PhDs who have sensors and satellites in space and worked in more than 50 countries. Our advisors are from MedTech as well as pharma companies. And yeah, thank you very much for your attention, and happy to receive your questions.
All right, just in time, 2 seconds before the counter. So you know the rules by now. Please, everybody, when we have the multi-screen view of the mentors. Okay, here we go. Thank you, Slava, for your presentation. And we jump straight on to the question. Please, mentors, if you have any question, raise your hand like this, or like this, or like this. Yeah? Okay, we have Michal, and then Zdenka.
So what was your progress during the event?
It was very positive because we talked with one of the mentors and we realized that this we know this there's a demand for our solution, but we talked about deploying this in Romania and with Red Cross. So hopefully gain the customer in another country. So perfect for us. And we also saw through the discussions that it's one thing to show the solution on the slides, but I was actually in the office and showing the comparison to other tools that are available. That was I believe the aha moment.
Thank you.
Okay, next question from Zdenka, right? I saw your hand.
So hi, Slavo. I'm just thinking, because your idea is really well developed and you made a great progress. So what are your plans actually for the, let's say, upcoming 2 years?
Good question. So we have extremely tight deadlines. Currently, we are certifying the device. So we are just in the process of raising another round of €500,000, hopefully signed in 2 weeks. But it's never for sure. And then basically we are now going through the certification of the medical company. We have demands from multiple customers, and we would like to scale up the production. Our original plan was 5,000 units in the first year. Looks like we can go to 10 or 15 per hour demand currently.
Thanks a lot. Fingers crossed.
Thank you for the question. Any more questions? We still have 30 seconds from any other mentors. No question, nobody. Romina, Silke, Delia, no? Nobody else? Okay. So I don't want to waste your time, but yeah, if we don't have any more questions, I think we're just gonna close it here. 10 seconds before, if everything is said, right? No point to prolong it even more. So thank you, Slava, once again. Thank you for the presentation, for the Q&A section. And we move on with Ulrike from Skin AI.
Yes, hello.
Hi, Ulrike.
I try to share my screen.
Yeah, we can see you, we can hear you, we can see your screen.
So
we can see the presentation.
Just a second. So I see my notes. Okay.
All right.
Can I start?
You're set? Ready to go?
Okay. Yes.
It's all to you.
Okay.
Go ahead, right now.
Welcome to our pitch for the project Skin AI. We are Tobias, Erik, and Ulrike, and we want to take you on our journey to less discrimination in the medical field. Before we dive into our idea, we want you to imagine that you are a dermatologist, and one day a patient with a darker skin tone comes in and has severe symptoms. From all symptoms, you would assume it is either Bull's eye rash or cellulitis. But when he shows you the condition, you see this. What would you do? Turns out this is actually Bull's eye rash. Difficult, right? This is not a problem of one dermatologist. Skin conditions of people of color vary in appearances compared to Caucasian people. Hence, they are more difficult to diagnose. They suffer undiagnosed from skin diseases and health providers later pay. Numbers show how large this issue is. More specifically, people of color with deadly diseases like skin cancer have more than 3 times the mortality rate over 5 years. Until now, neither dermatologists nor AI can help the situation alone. How can we improve this? We ask ourselves. First, we will create an app based on our prototype and focus on collecting data. As a second step, we need to grow our database with images of people of color. Therefore, we want to work with specific dermatologists and laboratories all over the world, but we want to start in Germany for that. After we have enough images for many skin tones and diseases, we will train and validate AI models. At this stage, our product could be marketed to dermatologists worldwide. After the app has proven itself, we would like to make it available for the public, so we will be able to get additional funding via small fees and advertisements. Next to the business. Stage 1 could be funded by the TU Berlin Scholarship in Germany or public health innovation investors like TK. Following stage 2, we will gain revenue from dermatologists and later on everyday people, as they can use our device to improve their workflow and health. As partners, we would like to collaborate with AI companies such as IDALab. On to the market. In stage 3, the app would be considered an optical diagnostics device. The global market which we would aim for is valued around $16.7 billion, and we would hope to get just a small part of that. In stage 4, we would want to reach everyday people who are willing to pay. Currently, there are 900 million people with skin diseases, which could be targeted in general. Regarding the USP, for dermatologists, this is mainly the image database consisting of people of color and the AI model we trained specifically for that. After validating the AI, our app could be used by everyone, especially people of color, which could save a lot of time by diagnosing simple skin conditions themselves at home. In the end, what matters the most is our team, of course. We want to combine the skills programming and psychology. Also, I'm the founding member of the TU Berlin AI group, so that helps too. We believe we can improve the SDGs' health and inequalities. Thank you for listening.
Great, thank you very much. Thank you, Ulrike. I already see Michal's hand, but yeah, I see several hands, Silke as well, and Zdenka. We'll go on for it just in a minute, but I would like to say from my part, I really like the presentation so far. Most of you really finished on time, and so now let's get the applause. I think you really got the message of yesterday's workshop on the pitching, right? So
yeah, we hope.
Okay, thank you for the nice presentation. And now we go on with the questions, and we will start with Silke first.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, Ulrike, for this great presentation and also for the interesting problem. My question is, how do you develop this idea and do you cooperate globally? Because I think if you move in countries where more people with colored skin, the problem could perhaps be different. Do you collaborate with people there?
So first, we saw statistics that we have around 7 million people of color in Germany already. So we could start here with a small database and quite a good AI model. But later on, it would be good to work, for example, with Doctors Without Borders, maybe, because in Africa, for example, the dermatologists, like foundations, aren't that big, and we don't have so many doctors there. So we hope to get it out of there via maybe German doctors, if possible. But I think 7 million is a good start to begin with in Germany as well. I hope that answers your question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next on we go on with Zdenka.
So how do you actually deal with the sensitive data, because you will have a lot of data processed to really make sure that the application works good?
Yes, so first off, the app has to be safe in itself, of course, like the backend and how we program it, we would have to follow standards, of course. And the second thing we would need is agreement papers. From psychology, I know that from clinical trials that we have different things we have to ask the patient in this case to sign and to understand fully, and also they have the opportunity to later delete their data because we want to give them an anonymous reproducible patient code, which they can do themselves again via their names of the parents, etc., and then they can ask to delete the data, for example.
You made it just on time. Great, thank you very much. Michal, I'm sorry I left you out this time. I tried to do the gender balance somehow and the balancing questions, most of all. Yeah, I'm sorry, my fault. I owe you a beer. So thank you again, Ulrike. Thank you for your presentation. Thank you for the questions. And we go on with Martina from Telmis.
Hello, greetings from Slovakia.
Hi, hi. Okay, we can see you, we can hear you. Good. You have the presentation ready to go.
Yes, if you can see me. Can you see it? Everything is all right?
Yes, we have it on screen. Are you ready to go?
Yes.
Your time to shine starts now.
So, hi, this is the Telmis team, and we are here to let you know who made your clothes and why you should be even interested in that. As long as you are wearing some clothes, you are part of the fashion industry, and with every purchase you are making, you are supporting whatever is behind your clothes. Telmis brings transparency into the fashion supply chain, which is currently violating human rights, using child labor, and causing heavy environmental damages. Pandemic only worsened this situation. Whole supply chain is the problem of the planet and all people living on it. But with the systematic change, the fashion industry can lift millions of people out of the poverty and provide them with a decent life, and can also conserve and restore our planet. The product we offer is an online platform. It is mapping stories of fashion garments which are made trustworthy thanks to blockchain. Blockchain is an IT solution which is suitable to support alternative ways of solving new global challenges. And it's not only digital storage, it's also the philosophy behind it. Imagine this, the fashion garment you just bought or you were gifted has a brand label, has a care label, and something else. It has a QR code label. You scan the code with your phone and the screen shows you a story. Story of a brand, story of people who made it, the studio where it was made, production line or a store, materials used, wages, health and safety conditions of workers, chemicals used or not used in production, amount on transport. All this with one scan with your phone. We will operate a pilot mode in Visegrad countries. In the course of time, our goal is to be worldwide. First, we aim to target customers with purchasing habits heading towards sustainability, while educating others to become this kind of customers. So at the end, every person making a purchase is our target group. The current business model is a freemium model for the users with a growing user base. We started to reach out to designers and producers of sustainable fashion, small brands in V4 personally, and we have been in touch with several producers who are asked by their customers on the origin of their fashion garments. With Telmis, the stories of their products are not lost at the point of sale. Currently, we are in a growing phase, and so far we have tens of agreements with producers who will be testing the Telmis platform. We expect that until March next year, we will have more than 1,000 producers using the platform and 10,000 active end users per month. Our unique selling point is our direct access to community, the solution offered for free for a certain period, and specification of our focus.
Okay, sorry, your time is up right now. Finish your sentence. Please, applause for Martina's presentation, giving us details on Telmis. And now we'll jump straight on to the questions. Yes, I see Romina is holding her hand up. Romina, hi.
So thank you very much for your presentation. I just want to know who is behind your team and what competences are available to cover your problem.
Sorry, I don't understand. Do you mean the team, our team?
Yeah, and the competences to...
Our team is mostly Slovakian team. We have some partners in Czech Republic mostly, and we have partners already in Poland and Hungary. We are connected. We have a network of designers and producers because we are working as well with Fashion Revolution, who has offices in every country. So the network is wide, and we have direct access to designers, especially small brands in Visegrad countries.
Okay. And what about the IT experts?
IT experts, we have local IT experts. We have a team. Part of the team is developing platform and a database. application app is almost done, and we have expert on blockchain. So we have four IT guys collaborating with us.
Sorry, what is the advantage of blockchain?
Blockchain is sort of it's a new technology which stores data, and you can collect data there, and it's a decentralized system. Once you put some information on it, you cannot change it. Or if you change it, you can see the node that it was changed. So basically, designers or whatever producer is sort of pressurized to put the correct and honest information, because the customer can check it backwards that it was changed at the past. So it's a reputation of the brand. It's in their good interest to put the correct and right information there.
Okay, 10 seconds
So they cannot cheat.
Yeah, what was your progress during the
lie? Yes.
Sorry.
What was the progress of your during the event? What was your progress during the event?
I think our time is up. I'm sorry, Martina, I cannot let you speak, but just maybe to calm you down and give you a teaser, this is one of the questions that I was planning to ask during the evaluation stage that our mentors will have. So, Michal, if you can check with one eye what's happening on the screen while you will be evaluating, maybe you get your answer then. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you again for your presentation and for the Q&As. And we move on. Up to you, Katarina from Turtle. Do we have you here? Yes, I can see you. Please unmute yourself. Yeah.
Let
Great.
me share the screen. Okay. Just a second. Okay, there it is. Here we go. Welcome on our presentation. We are the team Turtle, which moved at the beginning very slow. We started, by the way, throughout this competition. And we found it as an opportunity. We are interdisciplinary team, and we had different kind of the ideas at the beginning. So we created basically the product throughout the one day. We believe that we've created a product which will be consistent with the values of all the members of the group, and not only with the values, but also with the vision and with practical possibilities to do it in immediately. Not in some, we are not presenting any product, we are able to do it immediately, we can start in a short time. Our interdisciplinary team is consisted from different people from different backgrounds. As I already said, I'm the team leader. I'm an environmental and educational specialist. Then we have a professor of architecture and engineering from Macedonia. Then we have the specialist of the human resources business management from Greece, but also for the gender equality. We have as an added value the students from ICT. Communication department. Our values came out in a period of time when we are facing unexpected consequences of the measures which have been taken in order to protect the households, the societies. We have selected the two basic and primary SDG goals and values which we would like to work on. And this is the environmental protection in terms of saving environment from the pollution, and also the education, because these are the pressing issues. The situation is lasting more than 1 year. We are stuck in a situation, and we are approaching wait and see approach, and we would like to offer a solution. So the COVID pandemics changed the usual patterns of the life of people, staying isolated in their homes, intensification of energy use in households by producing. Some of the households they are experiencing the energy poverty. Then use the solid fuels to heat their households in energy disadvantaged in a region disadvantaged areas. So if they are staying isolated, and intensification of the energy use in households create the pressure over the environment, but also pressure on time of the parents, which they have to take care of the economy of the household as such. We have we are touching to the gender issue. Pressure on time of parents and students' approach to knowledge has dramatically changed.
I will
from
have
active.
to cut you in here, Katarina. I'm sorry, your time is up. Your 3 minutes are up. So thank you for the presentation. Applause for Katarina as well. Everybody, make some effort. Make sure you're not sleeping. Be here with us. And now it's time for the questions. So any hands in the air? Okay, I see Delia first and then Silke.
My question is, what is your value proposition? So what is the change you want to do?
We want to offer the platform. We want to use the ICT in order to create the platform based on the knowledge management to offer the opportunity for the students which are stuck in their homes. This was in my presentation, but I had really a few time in order to train it for the three minutes. So we want to create the opportunity for the students in order to measure the electricity usage, the intensity in their households, and to have a real impact in real time on the production of the pollutants, especially the PA10, into the environment. Then in the same time, we have to have the coordinated approach. The coordinated approach would be done through creating this platform, which will be not voluntary based, but which will be coordinated by the mentors from the teachers. Me as a specialist from specializing in the education, especially in the environment, I have a very well established network with the teachers and with the students. It would be not be a problem to create immediately the network in Slovakia, but we have a goal to create a network of teachers and the students who are going to be part of the platform through all around the countries in a number of 15,000 households, which can make an impact. It was also in my presentation. The impact could be greater after a certain period of time. Our basic customers or our market is going to be based on education and on the Ministry of Education. With a processing of doing our
I'm sorry,
works.
I will have to cut you in here. Your 2 minutes are up. Sorry, those are the rules. They are all the same for everybody. But thank you again for a good presentation and for the Q&As. And we move on. We have Francie on our list with You, We, Me. Francie, are you here?
Yeah, hi.
Yes. I can, for some reason, we have you twice. Okay, but you're here. Only one of you.
What did you say? For some reason, what?
No. Don't worry. Just the technical questions. But we can see you. We can hear you. We can see your screen. Everything works well.
My presentation, everything fine?
Check it. Do you want to display it in this mode or full screen mode? Up to you.
No, full screen.
Okay. So we have you here. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. Your time starts now.
Hi, everyone. We are going to introduce you YumiWe Video Meetings with Human Touch. Our biggest challenge right now is the 4 CDG, especially the 4.6 CDG about universal literacy and numeracy. So this is our problem. So chaotic Zoom meetings with kids, because after the pandemic, you already know that the schools are closed and teachers are really having a hard time handling all these kids. Our solution is recreating live classrooms over video meetings with artificial intelligence recognitions, as you can see in the images. Here, I'm going to introduce you our live demo of numeracy tasks that we develop, especially in this hackathon. And as you can see, it consists to catch the numbers equal to 16 with your mouth. So it kind of give you a real-time engagement. And after you complete the task successfully, you will receive a great job from the software. You can try it in this URL, please. www.yumiwe.fun, and you can see our live demo there. So we are planning to use it as a plugin for video classes with already existing software such as Zoom and Google Classroom. So it will be really easy to use because the software already exists. Our value proposition is for the teachers to handle better the class with artificial intelligence assistance. Also for the kids for recognize their posture and body self-awareness. And it will be a super simple, natural education tool with no menus, with no different buttons and no requirement kind of new upskilling for the teachers. The benefits from here are really obvious. Our teachers, kids, schools, countries, and parents, of course, so they don't have to deal with their kids in home office and all this really chaotic environment. Our future benefits is accessible education around the world, wide variety of educational games, adjustability to cultural diversity, and adoption to any device with a camera. So it's no longer needed to have a notebook. You can also use it in your smartphone. Our technical implementation is with TensorFlow for facial recognitions, and the data is processed locally, so no private data need to be shared. The age of our kids is kindergarten and 1st to 2nd grade, so it will be from 3 to 7 years old. And we are gonna make money starting with a pilot. We want to pilot this in innovative public schools, private schools, and digital learning, so we can finally get to have it in our public education. So here is our team, really engaged people with a lot of background. And if you want to make the next step of video education, contact us. And yeah, that's it.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Shu. Sorry, Francie, I'm sorry. Sorry, terribly sorry. Big applause for Francie. You finished so well ahead that, yeah, I was struck. Thank you for your presentation. And now it's time for the questions. So, yeah, I see Michal. Sorry, I skipped you twice, so it's your turn right now.
Thank you. So I wanted to ask, what do you need for your progress? What are your next steps, and what do you need for that?
Well, our next step is actually, as you said, as I said before, to do a pilot. We already yesterday moved some contacts in LinkedIn and have some really positive feedback from Google Classrooms. And they say that we'll really like to build it because it goes really well with their concept. So I think that it's just a matter of doing much more networking and putting this into calling some people and being able to make our dream come true. Yeah.
Great.
Does that answer your question?
Has it? Michal, yeah?
Yes.
Any more hands in the air? Come on, we still have 1 minute, 20 seconds almost. Okay, we see Michal and Silke, so please to Silke first.
Do you plan to work with special target groups? I mean, do you plan to make difference between social differences in the world? I think you could, for example, focus on target groups with big problems, not only children from parents with a lot of technical devices. Do you have any plans in that direction?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we already did a lot of research also, and actually the UNESCO is doing a giga project for making digitalization available to kid schools of really harsh conditions, poor areas, and they're giving billions for this year for giving technological devices for kids in remote areas. So we kind of find this also a great opportunity to give us as a mechanism for education, for also these projects that I'm doing by UNICEF and UNESCO to get into these kids that doesn't have the same access of devices as in Europe, for instance.
Okay,
great.
We have the last 5 seconds, so yep, the time is up. Thank you very much. Thank you, Francie, again for the presentation and for the Q&A sessions. And last but not least, let's move on to Philip from Enable Work, who will close this round and all the pitches as well. Philip, we can see you.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you as well.
Okay, let me share the screen quickly.
Please go on.
There we go.
We see the presentation in the presenter mode for now. It's just F5 or down at the bottom. Yeah.
Now it should be.
Yes, now it's all good. Are you set? Ready to go?
All right.
All right.
I'm ready.
Now.
I'm ready to go.
Go.
Education is the passport for the future. And with that quote by Malcolm X, I want to start my presentation. That's Nicole. Nicole is a young Filipino woman with a passion for math and IT. It is her dream to find a meaningful career in that area. She is motivated. Nicole wants to study. And although her parents are hardworking, they can't afford university. What's the problem? Nicole is one of the many young people who can't afford university, and the current pandemic is even increasing that number. She knows online courses are a good way to learn, but they have two crucial downsides. First, they don't offer practical experiences, and second, they don't offer an individual learning schedule based on the market demand. Maybe there's an alternative to university, but are the companies okay with it? A recent study by Northeastern University found out that more and more HR leaders are focusing on skill-based hiring. And companies are always happy to avoid the premium on candidates with unspecific university education. We want to make Nicole and the companies happy. And that's why we create EnableWorks, so-called online apprentice. Our online apprenticeship has 4 stages. Let's use Nicole as an example. Stage 1, application. Is Nicole motivated? Does she fit into the market? Stage 2, courses. We are providing individual study plans. And stage 3, work experience. That's very important and unique about our concept. Nicole receives practical work tasks from partner companies. And those last 2 steps are repeated until all courses are finished. And stage 4 is the transition to the job market. And lucky for Nicole, she gets a remote job at the partner company. Her dream comes true. But how can we make our ideas survive? We use free university courses and focus on people from medium-income countries. That way we can stay lean. Our partner companies pay us for the recruiting service and the practical tasks fulfilled by the apprentices. And to gain the necessary traction, we will approach unemployment offices. And to emphasize the problem, I will show you a few numbers. Every year, at least $604 billion are spent on education. And the average payback debt is 20 years. And to finish in time, I will read the last quote. Higher education is a cornerstone for achieving the Sustainable Development Goal. And with that quote by Ivan Barkova, the Director General of UNESCO, thank you.
Great, you made it up to 1 second. Thank you for your presentation, Philip. Big applause.
Thank you.
And on we go with the questions. Michal, yes, your turn.
So who is your team?
My team is EnableWork.
No, who is in your team?
Yeah, and my team is Shusu. She already presented another concept, and Laura Blankenhagen.
Okay.
Are there any other questions?
Any other questions? Yeah, we see Michal still. So Michal, please go on, and then Zdenka.
So let's please Zdenka go first.
Okay, let's do Zdenka first.
Okay, thanks a lot. So you are going to actually connect or match the potential employees and employers. So how are you going to work with the employers? How are you going to motivate them to use your application platform?
So the big benefit for the employers is that they can use the cheap labor force, because we will provide the free education, and then the employers, they can provide practical tasks to the apprentices. And those practical tasks will be for a very small fee. And that's the way the employer will profit.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, Michal now, right? Back to you, and then we have Silke. We still have time.
So Silke, let's go Silke first.
Okay, real gentleman.
What about the contents? Are there already pre-designed contents from the universities, or do you adapt the contents to the needs of the enterprises?
So there are already over 10,000 online courses available by universities for free, and we will use that big database to provide an individual schedule for the apprentices, but we wouldn't change the courses to stay lean, to don't have a lot of costs.
Okay. Sorry, I will have to catch you in here. The time is up. But yeah, thank you. Thank you again, Philip, for your presentation. And thanks for the Q&A session. So this is it basically. We finished all our presentations, all our pitches. So the time is up now. And what will happen next is that our mentors will now have a time, / judges, have a time to judge all the pitches that we just heard. And we're gonna use this time for like roughly half an hour to have a chit chat with all the captains, all the teams to wrap it up. And then as soon as we receive the signal by email from our mentors that everything is ready, please just take your seat, grab some popcorn, and we will move on with the award ceremony. So, I hope everything is clear. And now I would like to say thank you and see you in a minute to our mentors. So please, I encourage all the captains, all the teams to give a round of applause for our mentors as well for all the time that we had here during the 3 days. Now it's their time to evaluate, and but it's also your time to evaluate. So in a minute, I will share my presentation as well. On the screen, you will see a QR code that you can basically, you know, the drill. Just point your camera on your smartphone or some kind of a QR reader on your smartphone, and please head on to the survey and let us know your feedback. I've been mentioning it for past 3 days that we're going to collect the feedback. Please, this is your chance, not only for the captains, but for all the participants of the Common Ground Camp 2021. Okay, with that being said, we'll take the opportunity again to use the pitching skills of our captains again, and while the judges will evaluate, they will evaluate shortly this 3-day experience, how it was, what it brought to you, etc. So I will leave to everybody like roughly a minute, no counter right now, you can relax and just tell us like what you've liked, what progress you made. You already answered to some of that questions before, but yeah, let's go. And this time we will change the order a little bit. We will start from the bottom up. So Philip, you presented a minute ago. Now your time to continue a little bit. How did you find the Common Ground Camp?
Yeah, for me it was a very nice experience. I definitely spent a lot of time being creative, and I liked the presentation from the mentors, and also the presentation about Pitch Perfect. I think it's very helpful for not only for this event but also for new events. And yeah, this event really forced us to be productive and creative and to think a lot, and that made us yeah, that really.
Thank you very much. Okay, I'm glad you find it useful, that you made some progress, that you find the workshops interesting. That's nice to hear. And how about Francie? We cannot see you, but I'm sure we can see you right now. We can hear you. So what's your opinion, or what are your feelings?
Well, I really love the hackathon overall. Sorry, there's someone.
No problem, just go on. Yeah.
Yeah, I find it really amazing that you are doing these things with the CDGs, because I think that right now we are kind of scared that we are not going to be able to fulfill them for 2030. And just the fact of bringing this awareness to people that this is something that we can actually achieve if we have this common effort of making this happen. I find it really valuable that you do this hackathon to just focus on that. And I find it amazing all the ideas that all of the participants had towards implementing this goal. So great.
Okay,
Great.
Thank you very much. Nice to hear that. Katarina, what are your thoughts? Was it maybe concerning the pitch also, you mentioned that you maybe not had the time to say all the information. Have you found it hard to do it in 3 minutes? And any other impressions of the Common Ground Camp? What are your feelings?
Just a second, I will try to do this.
We can hear you, we can see you.
Okay. We found this camp as an opportunity to create an idea throughout this the period, allocated period of the time throughout these 3 days. So as I told you, we were not controlling to which team we are going to be allocated, to who are going to be our team members. But I think we did well when it comes to the communication. We are from very different regions: Greece, Macedonia, Slovakia, Italy, and with a different idea. So we tried really to do our best, but we were working sort of one day intensely. And I woke up today morning earlier in order to arrange the presentation, but unfortunately I didn't have time to train 3 minutes, okay? But it is maybe because of we saw the complexity of the problems, the challenges at the beginning, and we had a lot of options in our mind. So we didn't come with one product. We didn't have completely straightforward strategy, but it was developed throughout this camp. You know, I mean, this is a real environment, and this is a real life, and we are ready to start. I mean, immediately, which is a good sign that we are able to accomplish our goals, our objective, which we set up finally in our product.
That's very nice. That's very nice to hear, and very nice to hear that you also are considering so many options. I think it's always better to have maybe over the top of the great ideas than to have none idea. It's always better to go for it. So I cross the fingers for you. And as for Martina, what are your thoughts?
Hi, so thank you for this camp. It was quite intense a few days, I think, for all members of our team, because we also are working in between or having come like sort of at the same time. For us, it was quite good to see the different ideas, and it was quite inspirational. Specifically to our project, I would say that we could see the weaker sides of the project, and that's something we need to sleep on and think about. Like, for example, the business side of the model, that's also related to legislation, which is upcoming from European Union. So that's sort of part we need to progress and work on it. Overall, I think we are all happy, and we are. I think we will all go through the pitches again, because there were quite good ideas there, and motivational, not in a sense that the energy and the energy put in those projects, it helps also the sharing between teams. So you can see that you are not alone with your project, and you are not working just like a lonely unit, but there is more people trying to help. So that was quite good energy for us.
That's a very nice message. Actually, I would like to thank you also, because it's very nice to hear that at least we have some kind of a social life, right? Also through online, but we can meet other people than just our mates or our husbands or wives, like for 24/7, and see some other people and see that the world is still spinning and all good and full of great ideas. So I would like to thank you all from my part as well, because it was very nice. It was an honor and a pleasure to be here with you. So before getting too emotional, I would like to pass it to Ulrike. Ulrike, what are your thoughts? How did you like the Common Ground Camp 2021?
I really like the general idea, because I think focusing on the SDGs is really important, and to see many other people to also want to focus on it, it's really motivating in a way. So I just can agree with what Francie said before, because right now we see like some development with Fridays for Future and others, but we don't see so many small positive things every day in the news today. So it's really, really inspirational to see so many people wanting to change the world a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, that's a great message as well. Slavo, how about you? What are your thoughts?
Well, you know me, like my whole story with SK started at one of these. I was one of the judges. I'm a co-founder, so I'm curious to see if maybe like one of the judges will join the team, one of the teams this time, and make the company happen. So that's
a great message and a challenge for the judges. Hope they are listening. Yeah. So go on after the event is finished. Just drop them a few emails like, "Hey, did you really like our product?" That's a message to all of you. Yeah, take it. Hopefully this will happen. Thank you. Thanks for the message. That's a cool one. Jakub.
Maybe
Yeah,
one last, like Martin will join for the ceremony for me because I have a talk with investors. I didn't know it's gonna be after 11, so I just pinged him.
Okay, all right, no problem. That's a message to the studio as well, that we have a slight change in the team. Martin will be joining. Okay, thanks for that, Jakub. Now on to you.
Hello. For me, it was quite new experience. This is first time I attended some kind of this kind of event, so totally new thing for me.
And what
also
are
for
your
our
thoughts?
team.
How did you find it? Like the 3-day format, really danced one with the pitch in the end?
It was quite intensive.
Okay. But did you feel like the advancement, you know, that what we spoke about yesterday, that it's always to work towards a set deadline?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
We will probably deal with our project in a different way, maybe. We will see. But it was a great opportunity. Thank you for that.
Okay, great. Thanks to you as well. And then, right, Shu.
Hello.
Hi again.
Hi.
So did you like the Common Ground Camp? What have you learned? What is your most valuable outcome that you consider from the whole event? The most
Okay,
important
I
message, the
really
learning.
like SDG, this event.
Sorry?
And yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I really like and I really enjoy it. Even, yeah, we really worked a lot and we put all our efforts to do it. You know, we have several teams because every of our team members have their come up with very good ideas. So that's why we set up different groups and then we combine together. Here, I really want to thank my team members. We are from different study research areas, but we cooperate very well. Everyone have did a very good job on their own part, but then we collect together, then turn to the good result. I'm satisfied with what we did today, and thanks our members, team members, and thanks the organizers. Thanks for.
That's a very nice message, yeah, that you value your team. Thank you. Thank you on behalf of the organizers as well. We're glad that you liked it. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, Patrick, have you here? Yes, you're just here. So how do you,
I'm here.
What are your thoughts? How did you like the Common Ground Camp? What was what did you like the most, first of all?
The most.
The teamwork breaks. No, okay.
I like the most the opportunity to connect with other people from the real business, our mentors, and also the international part of the project. Because I came here mostly to gain some inspiration, get some inspiration about possible solution to SDGs challenges, and this made it like these aspects, the international part and the people from real business. So that's what I like the most.
Great, that's a nice message. Also from my part, as I said before, I think like working in the international environment is really enriching experience and a delightful one and a fresh one mostly these days when we don't get to travel a lot and it's really nice to have at least the opportunity like this to work online with all of you guys from all over. So that's a nice message. Vlad, how about you? What do you think? What do you think about the event?
I have so many thoughts about this. Considering we should have been 5 people and we actually were 3, ended up 3. We did our part, each of us. We put up the good work and we covered like a month's work, honestly, in these 2 days. we were like, we're crunching every time, and everybody threw out ideas. We chose what should be the best idea. We developed that one. We made progress towards a new business. It was really helpful from Delia and Mikhail, all their advices and their insights when creating a business. Honestly, Mikhail was really straightforward. Delia was trying to present us the bigger picture. It was really, really helpful when we were creating this presentation.
Okay.
And overall, it was a great experience, honestly. I liked it very much.
Now, this is very nice. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Honestly. And glad you liked it. And
it was great. Next
cool.
event, maybe we'll see each other live.
Hopefully, in the physical form at one of these events. Yeah, I hope so as well. Honestly, I do. And actually, we started it all with the team one. We're gonna finish it with the team one. Alexander. So,
Hello.
what are your thoughts? Hi.
I really enjoyed the event in its entirety from the beginning to the end. The two main points that I enjoyed the most was competition and collaboration with my teammates. And I came into this experience didn't know what to expect, but I sure hope I gave it my best. Yes.
Yeah. Sure did. If you're satisfied, and that's a message for you all, you know, if it, just like Duke Ellington said, I once used it at one of these competitions in the pitch of my product, which was related to music a little bit. But as Duke Ellington said, if it sounds good, if it feels good, then it's good. So if you had a good feeling in the end, that's the most important outcome of this event for all of you. Okay. I just received a message from the studio that our mentors are not ready yet. They are still evaluating, and the results should be just about in like 15 minutes at 11 o'clock. But I think that you had quite a journey with the pitches. You had to be connected all the time. We will just take a 15-minute short break. You can use the time actually to evaluate the event. Please, I encourage your team participants as well, and everybody else, use the QR code. It will be displayed. We will find it somehow. And we will meet again here in 15 minutes for the award ceremony. Okay? All right. So, see you in a minute.
We can share the project with you
Dear participants, dear viewers, I would like to ask you for a bit more of your patience. I know it's taking a bit long. I feel a little bit like at the presidential run in the US, right? But we're waiting for the results. It's very tight. That means that we had a lot of really good projects and our mentors face an easy task to really choose the 3 best ones. But I can assure you that we will be back in like 5 to 10 minutes maximum. We just need to count all the results and we will announce it as soon as we have it. So please stick with us and it's gonna be great. We haven't forgotten about you. We're just counting the results. It's very tight, so hold on. We'll be back in a minute. See you. Ladies and gents, dear participants, welcome again. Sorry for the delay, but the big moment is here. We have the results here with us at the studio. Our judges have finally agreed. It was a tough nut to crack, but we have all the results, and we're going to present it in a minute. But first of all, a couple of things. Please, I would like to ask all, I see you guys on the screen slowly getting in. I would like to ask all the captains to turn their cameras on and leave their mics off before we proceed with the ceremony. And then the thing is that I have the pleasure, as I announced, Robo Mishku from Pedal Consulting, the CEO, is here with us to give you the awards. And it's very nice he found the time. As I mentioned several times during these 3 days, Pedal Consulting is the organization who made this event possible within the Hub IT project. So I would like to give it to you, Robert, for a couple of words maybe about the Hub IT and this whole event and how it was, since we have you here. And I'm not alone.
Thank you very much, Miro. Indeed, it's my honor to be here. It's great to be in Bratislava. As few of you may know, Pedal Consulting has its base in Martin, Slovakia, even though I personally live with my family in Bergamo, Italy, and this is where we're actually going tonight. Hopefully we'll be able to cross the borders also with the kids without any difficulties. So indeed, first maybe before getting into the real thing, I'd like to really thank to an entity without which this event wouldn't be possible for sure, and that's the European Commission. As you all know, this project is granted through the Horizon 2020 program. Pedal Consulting is very active in securing grants for ourselves and also for other SMEs, mainly residing in Europe. As you know, the main objective here, the results, if I may, and the awards are secondary. What we really care about is what's happening behind the scenes. The problem that the European Commission is trying to address with this project is to make sure that one day, soon, the IT solutions which are coming out from the private sector will be more responsible. And one of the premises based on the scientific evidence is that this may be achieved once you put in the same room IT people together with social scientists and anthropologists, because they bring in this human perspective, these different optics. And this is exactly what we were doing in the framework of Hub IT project for the 36 plus 6 months, because we got extension because of the COVID. Actually, this event was supposed to happen in summer last year. The format was supposed to be completely different. You guys were planned to be somewhere in woods, Central Europe, and really disconnected from outside world. But as you know, one thing led to another, and this is where we are. But I must say that it's really impressive. I mean, for me, I must say it's a first-time experience to be in a studio like that. So I'm very happy how this turned out to be. After that, I'd like to also thank to Hub IT project partners. I mean, we've created a very good, strong team. And collaborating with someone for over 40 months, it's sometimes longer than a marriage, if I make a joke. But anyways, big thank you goes to the mentors and coaches. They are all my personal friends, and really I would like to take a moment to mention them separately. So Silke and Romina in Germany, thank you very much. Just for the audience, we are honored to be in another project with Silke and Romina, which is called Green Tag Lab. Please stay tuned, because there will be similar competition of this type, Green Tag Lab. So just you will be informed if you are interested about this in coming weeks and months. Also, Zdenka, thank you very much. My hugs to Prague. Zdenka, among others, secured project called the Youth Impact, the objective of which was to really decrease the unemployment and increase the employability and entrepreneurship among young people. Zdenka, thank you very much, and hopefully we will be able to meet each other again in the consortium meeting face to face. Next one, Delia, my dear friend in Romania. So we've been working with Delia on the project called Social Growth on Trafficking and Immigration. The objective there was to really train mainly NGOs and social, or let's say NGOs and CSOs, how they could become more, let's say, commercially driven, not to rely only on grants and support from subsidies like from the state, but really introduce services to the market and become partially self-sustainable. So Delia, thank you very much, and my regards also to Joanna. And Michal, my dear friend, my man in Bratislava, thank you very much for all your also mentorship that I received from you a couple of years ago in the framework of Business Cloud. I learned a great deal, and I'm really impressed how also you could mentor our participants during the past 3 days. So thank you very much. And of course, we have the participants, you know, but I was really impressed with the level of commitment and also enthusiasm that you brought to this event. And it's amazing to see people connecting from different parts of the world. It's always encouraging, and it pumps me up with energy that I absolutely need. So I'm looking forward to the award ceremony, but also to the next steps, you know, because this event is not supposed to be one of stop, but you know, there is room for continuation, and hopefully we'll be able to build up some sort of community around Hub IT, even though after projects officially ends. And last but not least, thank you Miro, thank you Janka, thank you Miro and all the team which is here in the studio. You the guys did an amazing job. It's a really astonishing how perfectionist you are in the best sense of the word, and I also learned a great deal from you during the past days. So with this short introduction, or maybe long, you tell me, because we've been waiting for some time to announce these results. So just a big thank you. Thanks for having me, and I'm really excited to see you know, the progress that the different teams made during the past 3 days.
Yeah, me as well. I'm really curious for the results. Thank you for the intro. Thank you for the presentation. It was okay. Maybe we will include you in one of the pitches, okay? And so now we're going to proceed with the final moment. I just want to say thank you on behalf of the organizers. It was a pleasure having you here. And yeah, off we go without further say. I think we're ready to announce the results. So we have all the captains on. I see you guys on a screen. We would make a drum roll if we would have one in the studio. But on the third place, who do we have?
Well, according to the mentors and the scientific committee, evaluation committee, the third place goes to UWME.
UWME on the third place.
Congratulations.
All right, here we go. Congratulations. So, couple of words. How do you feel?
A couple of words. Okay, no, thanks a lot. We are super happy about this. We feel our work, yeah, of course, rewarded and gratified, and thanks a lot for the opportunity.
Great. And for the process, Francie, do you think it was hard, especially the pitch? I think we haven't talked about it when I posed you a couple of questions when we were waiting for the evaluation, but how do you find the pitch was? Was it okay?
Yeah, well, it was okay, but of course it is a challenge to try to pack everything up in 3 minutes and make it understandable for the mentors. So yeah, it was definitely a challenge.
You know, the results are here, so I think you managed quite well. You gave the good presentations, and I think you persuaded our mentors, but maybe let's hear a little bit more from them. Do we have somebody? Do we have Michal in here to tell us more about UWME?
Yeah, so what I personally find very attractive on UWME is that the education is a huge sector, and it's actually a huge opportunity to make the world better. Because if we educate correctly our friends, the citizens of different countries, if we give them the tools to make the education easier and more attractive, that will increase the ability to survive for the whole world. So it's not only about that there will be some kind of a new education system, but the opportunity to help and influence through the education the other parts of sustainable development goals is something significant. So there were actually very tough discussions. We have been talking about different startups and as you've seen, we had to prolong our discussions because the decision was very tough. So congratulations to the third place, you and me.
Yeah, congratulations again. It's very nice, and as I said before, it's always good to hear that we have so many good ideas, that we have more good ideas than we're not lacking any ideas. This is full of good ideas, and I hope that after the competition is over, as Robo said, that you guys will continue to work on your business ideas and continue the good work. Okay, so on the second place.
Right. So perhaps and maybe this will partially justify our delay because there was a really intense debate, and really it was difficult for our jury to take a clear position. So in the end, we have two second places. So it will be two winners announced. I must say that now 4 winners, apart from the monetary prizes, will be offered visibility and presentation, should you be interested, during the Hub IT final conference event, which takes place on the 10th of February. Just go on a Hub IT project website, go to calendar, 10th of February. If you're interested, please do register. And the winning teams will be contacted separately in order to see if you will be interested to also pitch your idea and experience from this event during the Hub IT final event. So this was just small brackets. So who are our winners on the second position? The first one of the two equal ones is the S-Case, and the second one is Telmis.
All right, S-Case and Telmis for 2 second places for the split second place. We have both our captains in here, so Matthew, please go on for the S-Case. Tell us how you feel right now. Hi.
Hi guys. Yeah, my name is Martin. I'm the CEO of the S-Case. Yeah, and I am behalf of the Slavomir here in this competition, and we appreciated this award. And yeah, it was a pleasure to be here. Yeah, thank you.
Great. I see the collection of other prizes in your background, so
yeah,
maybe I'll have another plate for the wall. Okay, glad to have you here and have some other member of the team as well. All good, and keep it up, guys, with the good work with your team. And as for the Telmis, so from Telmis we have here Martina. Marta, are you here? Are you with us?
Hello, hi. Thank you. I guess all team is happy, and thank you for this prize. It was our first time to be in this kind of competition and the first time of pitch, so we don't really have any speech ready. Yeah, thank you for having us. I think obviously we are happy for the prize, but for the experience. So great, happy.
Thank you. That's very nice to hear that you really enjoyed your stay and learned something new. So yeah, maybe we have Michal on the screen. So really curious. Now we have to hear from the judges about the whole split second place position and the evaluation process and the tight results. Please go on. Tell us.
Oh my God,
tell us
that
more.
was so difficult. It was. I think the all judges will agree with me that the decision was very hard. We were trying to count the points. We were trying to recount the points. We were having tough discussions around it. We actually started with 8 startups in a first round. Then we lowered it, and it was a journey, I would say. It was our small startup to evaluate this competition. What I would like to say to all the others, and before we proceed further, is that I've seen very nice projects here. We've been with some of you working even during the nighttime yesterday, I think 10 p.m. and later trying to some of you were asking me about advices and all the other mentors. So it was really, really great how many energy you have put in and how much energy you've put in and how you worked with on your projects, with your teams on your projects. So I think, and I would like to say before we continue to all of you, please, I've seen really great ideas. So be willing to move on and continue working on these projects, and you will find probably very nice new experiences on your journeys, and maybe you will succeed several times more and on a much higher scale. So just put the effort there. And I want to congratulate to the startups, of course, for the two times second place. It's not happening often on such exhibitions.
Okay, thank you for the message. Thank you for the explanation. And with that being said, we will now move on to the winner. So the first place. Any guesses?
After the commercial break?
After the commercial break, yeah, we're going to take another 20 minutes. We'll be right
No, just kidding. Okay, now, so absolutely, I mean, this one, according to the judges, really standing out in terms of the points received. So the first place goes to Skin AI. Congratulations.
Skin AI! Ulrike, there you have it.
Yeah. Like I really didn't expect it because we had so many nice projects here. So yeah, thank you for liking the idea and supporting us.
That's great. Actually, the first question that pops on my mind is somebody asked yesterday during the Q&A sessions, what will you do with the prize won?
Yeah, I mean, we want to work further on the project, and first of all, with money, we can buy our time, I would say. So we can work on a functional prototype with React. And I think we can continue with the money to work on it, of course, like in our spare time, because we all study currently as well. So it's really helpful for that.
That's great. And is this your first project actually in a competition like this? Or like your first solution? Or because it's very interesting
really,
one. As all of you are studying. Sorry.
We were part of another MOOCAT, the Signaton, and there we just created the basic idea of it. And now we went further on with the prototype, which we couldn't show you because of the time. But so we don't have much experience, but one, I would say, before it.
Okay, but you have the prototype ready somewhere, right?
The design prototype we have already, yes.
Okay.
So before we had just a basic version of it, and now we have a really big one with adjustment settings and other things.
Okay. Any message for the end? Anything special that you would like to say?
Just thanks to all of you for helping us and mentoring, because like I said, we didn't know a lot about business, and the mentors were really, really helpful for that part.
Thank you. Really very happy that you like the whole Common Ground Camp ID, and congratulations once again. Congratulations to everybody. And now let's hear it from Michal, who is smiling already. We have him here.
Okay. Hey guys. It was again quite a tough decision, but we made it, and I think the judges found on your project mainly the difficultness of the task you have chosen to work at, because in these days there are several projects similar dealing with this type of problems in the world, but we don't recall and we don't see any dealing with exactly what you have focused or you are going to focus on. So we cross fingers so you will reach your goals. We hope you will find a way how to combine the the machine learning and maybe convolutional neural networks and whatever else you will use for achieving your goals. And thanks, I hope, and we all judges hope that thanks to your results in the future, you will heal or help heal millions or even billions of people. So good luck, and please proceed.
Thank you.
So thank you very much. Thank you for all the kind words. I guess this is the end. We have reached towards the end of the whole Common Ground Camp 2021. So what can we say from the studio? It's been quite a ride for hopefully for you and for us as well. Would like to thank again all of you participants because without you it wouldn't be possible to do it. All the teams, all the really great ideas. Just keep it up, and that's it. Continue, stay in good health, take care, work on your ideas some more, and on behalf of Pedal Consulting, live from Bratislava, Optio Studios, we're gonna say goodbye, and until we see you again. Till next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.